Oh, hello, hello, everybody. Welcome to another Monday meal. I hope everyone's been having a good start to the week. Still kind of warm here, but what can you do? It is summer for a little while longer. Lucky the air conditioning has been keeping up. Otherwise, it would be pretty tough right now. All right. So, making pizza. But we're doing a white pizza this time. Got a garlic and caramelized onion Alfredo here that I'm going to go ahead and use as my base layer sauce. Got some mushrooms that I'm going to saute. A couple of onions that we're going to go ahead and caramelize. And that's what the baking soda, oil, salt, and water is for. And then I've got some chicken. I haven't decided if I'm going to use this or not yet, but I'm for sure going to cut up some bacon bits. And then I've got what's left of a block of mozzarella, another block of mozzarella, and what's left of a block of gruyere. And so with that, that's kind of going to be the base. So sauteing the onions is going to take the most time. Hey, electrifying radio, how you doing? Because it does take a while to caramelize onions. Wow, none? My wife just walked in.
No, I left the other thing with a minute at my desk.
Oh.
Remember how I had that other container?
No, I don't. I'm an idiot. I don't remember that at all. How are we doing, electrifying radio? Did you have a good Monday? Should have cut more off the end of it.
Yeah, I had a whole other tin and I left that at work. This still was mostly full.
I literally just started. Getting my onions all prepped.
Do you see the temperature drop tomorrow?
No, I haven't been paying attention.
The high is like 83.
Wow, that's like...
I think Saturday the high is like 70 something.
Wow. What luck.
It does come back up into the 90s in like 2 weeks. But like, it's so much nicer starting tomorrow.
I believe it.
This is the like 100 degrees inside.
Take a little bit more off the core here.
I need to put these so don't back up.
Not backing up. Doing good. Just about to have barbecue pork chops. Ooh, did you make them yourself or are you getting them from somewhere? Because that sounds wonderful. We make barbecue pork chops on here fairly regularly, actually. I've got a Traeger.
Really?
She's fine.
Yes, she looked dead.
It's not that time yet. Just my luck that my wife would get home and the cat dies. We have a 18-year-old cat that's we keep expecting to like any day. She's got cat dementia, so it's all sorts of like doesn't know where she is, doesn't use the litter box correctly. Has arthritis, so she can't jump. It's fun stuff. Hey, Chow, how you doing? How'd your visit with your friends go? Well, I hope. Oh, poor old kitty. I'm okay, just having some dumplings. Ooh, that sounds good. I'm going to caramelize these onions using the method from America's Test Kitchen, which supposedly is supposed to cut the time down significantly. Because caramelizing onions is a long affair. Whoop. Go. Yeah, there was a festival happening at the park across the street, so we went and walked and tried a few things like pupusas and such. What is a pupusa? Is it a mimosa that's like dog themed? God dang it. Whatever. Okay. Have our onions cut. Pupusas are like El Salvadorian food, stuffed with masa harina patties, usually stuffed with meat and or cheese. Those sound good. They sound very similar to like empanadas. Although empanadas don't always have to be mesa, they can be generally are corn, but this recipe calls for 3 pounds of onions. I don't have even remotely close to that. So we'll see how it goes. But I'm supposed to get all of these onions in here. And then a little bit of salt, a little bit of water, and we're basically going to steam them. And then from there, we're going to brown them after they start to break down and get much smaller and lose their shape. They're round and flat, though. Oh, okay, so they are noticeably different. I like how I'm going through all this effort to separate all of this, and I'm still only going to end up with like barely a couple spoonfuls of onions. It'll be worth it though. It'll be delicious. All right, 3/4 cup of water, which I already have. Oil and salt. How much oil? 2 tablespoons vegetable oil. One tablespoon. 1.5. Okay, 3/4 teaspoon of salt. Three-fourths teaspoon salt. Okay. Done with the salt. Well, that's not true. I will salt the mushrooms. Okay. So, we're going to get this on the stove. What temperature? High heat. Okay, so we're going to wait for that to start boiling, and then we're going to cover it. So while that's going on, I'm going to chop this bacon. Okay. Ooh. Let's see. What did I do today? Today was a whirlwind. I had a bunch of stuff I had to get done, especially for tomorrow. I got some meetings tomorrow that I've got to run. They're kind of like interview presentation type style, so there was a lot of information I needed to read through and gather. I also had a meeting today that I had to run, which meant I was basically going back and forth between the two. And it was just giving me one of those like stress headaches. And then I finally got it all done. It was like, oh, I'm so happy to be done with this. Okay, so there's the bacon. Do you want me to cook up this chicken breast, ground chicken breast, to crumble on yours, or are you okay with just bacon?
I'm okay with just bacon.
Okay.
I would take the ground chicken, but if it, I don't need it. I can just use the bacon.
I mean, it would just be another step for me to do.
Could you put an egg on that?
Yeah, I could try.
Versus chicken?
Yeah. I can try it. I can't guarantee it comes out great, but I'll give it a shot. The worst comes to worst, you have a burnt egg on there.
Yeah.
You didn't eat your salad.
I didn't eat a lot.
You okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh.
How long would you say I've got?
30 minutes is roughly what I think it's going to take for these onions to caramelize. So I would say 30 minutes before the pizzas start getting made. So I'm basically going for water boiling. You can see the steam starting to come up. So at this point, going to go ahead and cover and let them steam for 10 minutes. That's about how long it's going to take for that water to evaporate. Because at that point, the water or the onions should get smaller, and at that point, we can start moving around and sticking them to the outside and start getting that browning. So, while that's happening, we're going to cook this bacon. If I can find a pan. Alright, we'll use it. Put that bacon. And then afterwards, we're going to cook the mushrooms in that bacon grease. It'll be delicious. I'll bring it over here to the bacon. So, while the bacon is going, I'm going to be shredding the heck out of some cheese so that that's ready for the But yeah, I've got kind of a fun week. In like that it's not actually fun, but I'm working on this one place for 2 weeks. And basically after that first week, most of what I have to do for it is already completed. So it's really just attending meetings at that point, which is my preferred method. I did set up brunch on Saturday with a coworker and his wife that I'm pretty excited about. We went to brunch this weekend at one of my favorite restaurants here in KC, and I was blown away by the brunch that we had. The best biscuits and gravy I've ever had from a like local restaurant. So I was super happy with it. And both him and I are like big restaurant people. So we're always chatting about what we found. So yeah, I originally told him about this restaurant because my wife found it when we were trying to find something to eat. And it was super good, so they went and tried it and loved it. So we've been going back. They changed the menu seasonally, which is my like favorite. You know, a lot of places they don't change, and it's like you tried a lot of stuff, and it's just like, oh, these are my favorites. So I really love the novelty of this. I was stepping away. I heard you asked about the pork chop. Mom about them at the store, tenderized them, also had them rolled, sliced, baby potatoes, and green beans. That sounds awesome, dude. What at my store they have them like normal pork chop, and then they have them butterflies, so like really thick ones. And what I'll do is I'll buy them and let's see if I can find any. I know I have. I guess I don't. But it's a black pepper marinade. I'll marinate them in that for like 12, 18 hours, and then throw them on the smoker. And oh my gosh, they are wonderful. Now, if you don't have like a sauce like that, yeah, go with any barbecue sauce or making your own. Oh, it's good stuff. And then what I always do with my leftovers, because we always make enough for leftovers, is I make a barbecue pork chop fried rice. So take the cold pork chops, cube them, and then some pineapple, some green onions, maybe some jalapeno if that's your kind of thing, and stir fry it with some rice, a little bit of olive oil, fish sauce, and sesame oil. Oh man, it's killer. Highly recommend that if you want to try something different with like leftovers. Plus, it'll feed a crowd. So, yeah, I'm just over here grating cheese. I'll do it in shots so it's a little bit more you can see what I'm doing. But it's not anything special. Now, this bacon, I wasn't really planning on putting any on mine, but I may just because it smells wonderful, and I feel like caramelized onion, mushroom, and bacon pizza sounds pretty fantastic. Okay, that's enough cheese for right now. I have a whole nother block to throw. For anyone new here, for my pizza, I do a 5-day cold proof. It's a very simple pizza recipe, or pizza dough recipe. Flour, water, salt, and yeast. You throw it in the food processor, and you are good to go. I'd have to look it up, the exact amount, but super easy. And then you just basically put it in a bag or a container in the fridge for 5 days. And then you pull it out and let it do an 8-hour proof on the counter. Covered, of course, because you don't want the skin to like up here. And so, also, at the end of the 5 days, you can freeze it, which is what I tend to do, is to make like a double batch, because you can make 2 pizza doughs. So I usually make one, put one away to use that week, and then I make a second one, do my 5 days, and then throw it in the freezer. Because then all you have to do is take it out in the morning, and it's ready by 5 o'clock. Out of the freezer. Because I've made pizza a number of times on here. And you can use that pizza dough for making strombolis, calzones. You can use it for a flatbread if you could get it thin enough. Breadsticks. Like, there's a whole lot of like garlic knots. Although I would say a garlic knot is just a breadstick that's been twisted. Alright, we're about a minute before we take the top off that and start caramelizing. Yum. I love almost the sourdough quality that the cold ferment gives. Yeah, I do too, and my problem is I really don't want to continue to do... I don't really want to get into sourdough making because I feel like I'd be terrible at like feeding my sourdough and getting it ready. But who knows? It may be something that I end up actually getting super into, which is what I'm afraid of. Alright, reduce heat. Okay, this went a little too long. That's unfortunate. Alright, so some of them have burned. It doesn't look like all of them have burned, but some of them have burned, so we will see if we can't save it. Anyway, the next thing now is to push everything around to the outside and then leave it for 30 seconds and then push and push out. Yeah, so rotate, push down. Temperature's way too high. That's my problem. Alright. We're still going to make it work. And then the last secret for this is once we get to that point where we feel like they've been caramelized and are done, we're actually going to mix some some baking powder, baking soda and a little bit of water. And that's going to raise the pH and help to convert some of the sugar to make it a little bit more sweeter. You get that normal sweetness from your onion. A little bit of burn. Alright, this bacon is pretty dang close to being perfect. So, let me go grab a plate. Okay. Okay. I'm going to turn this down. I'm going to drain some of this oil. Alright, we just got a little bit there. So now I'm going to go ahead and add my I'm gonna go ahead and add my mushrooms. They're gonna take about, I don't know, 7-10 minutes. They gotta release all that liquid, water, before we can get any sort of browning on them. Yeah, we want to go ahead and let these mushrooms start to cook down and release all that moisture they've got inside of them, and then we're going to have something delicious. Now, 1/8 teaspoon baking soda. All right, I'm going to call these onions done because they're about 50% there, or they're about 50% burnt, 50% good. So, yeah, nailed it. That's a joke. I did not. I definitely screwed this up. But we're going to live with it. Last little bit is a tablespoon of water mixed with 1/8 of a teaspoon of baking soda. All right. Tablespoon of water with 1/8 of a teaspoon baking soda. Just gonna stir that around. You can see we're getting some nice browning in there a little bit. What we're trying to look for. murder trophy. So, I'll turn the pan on because we got a lot of heat going on. Yeah, so don't be afraid to let these sit. Oh, look at that beautiful color. Let's sprinkle a little bit of salt on it. Always want to season your vegetables. Okay. There we go. All right, I'm going to deglaze this pan real quick. Okay. All right, guys. We're now to the fun stuff. The actual pizza making. Okie dokie. So, we got our onion, we got our bacon, we got our cheese. What we need to do now, that's what bacon does. Sorry.
Downstairs.
Well, it wouldn't be me cooking if it wasn't ungodly hot. How would it? Well, would you like your pizza first?
No, you can do yours first.
No, I'm fine with doing yours.
Okay, I'm starving.
Okay. Try the onions. There's some burnt ones, but they're actually really good.
I believe you.
So you don't want to try them. Is what you're telling me.
Not just on their own, and they're steaming still.
They're not as hot as you think they are. Trust me.
Sure. Is that still on? Oh no, that's the oven being so hot.
It's both. I turned it off. I just turned that off. That was the burn. Okay. Semolina flour. Normal flour. Can you get a spoon out? So I like to use a mix of semolina and a mix of normal flour. I find that it works really well.
It's smart of you to wear a white shirt.
Well, I always thought I wear the same shirts all the time, so I was trying to.
If you're dealing with flour, you're dealing with that bowl.
Yes.
I got thin.
Sorry.
No, I don't care.
Do you want thicker?
No.
So I can switch it
Just
to
hear
mine.
my stomach growl.
No, I heard dog growl.
Okay. What are you barking at?
Man, I don't know. We've had people outside working on somebody's irrigation system. Basically, this entire neighborhood has had like 1 billion people here today.
Oh.
Stretchy pizza. It's not normally this stretchy.
Yeah, you made it large.
I hope you wanted a square.
Yeah. What are you barking at?
Made a perfect square. And it moves, which is all I care about. That should be Joelle. Yeah. You know, one of these days I ought to do a stuffed crust pizza.
Yeah. Full fat.
Crazy mail technology these days. Do you want ricotta on yours?
Yeah.
Okay, then I need another spoon.
Oh, no.
It's not that hard, I just need another spoon. Not like I asked if you wanted to go to the moon. Depends how big you want the scoops. Okay. So there's your cheese. You want ricotta. This is my wife's pizza. This is not the one I originally had said I was making on stream. This is just, we're kind of throwing whatever I have in the fridge that normally goes on pizza that my wife will eat, which is mostly come down to cheese and bacon.
I told you to put spinach on it.
You do not put spinach on when it goes in. It'll burn.
I know.
You pull it out and then throw it on.
Yeah.
Which I'm more than willing to do. Do you want some of the onions on there, or you good?
Oh, yeah.
I asked you if you wanted to try them first before you committed.
No, you can put them on.
Okay.
You want me to try them that bad?
I mean, I would prefer you to let me know if you actually are okay with it before I...
What about Flipper?
He's just in the way.
Is this the one with the other stuff? Is this mine?
No, those are just pulling out some good looking ones. Awesome. Go, bud. Come on.
Yeah, those are tasty. What are you doing?
Rusty, hey man, how's it going? Just getting this first pizza going. Hey! This is my wife's pizza because she does not like mushrooms. So she's getting some of the caramelized onions and some bacon and a little bit of ricotta. Does that look good? Or do you want more? She wants more. This looks good already. Yeah, I've got these nice sauteed mushrooms for throwing on the next one. Unfortunately, I made this a square instead of a circle, which is fine. I'm excited for your wife. Yep. She's excited.
Me too.
Alright, so here's the bacon. Nice crumbles bacon.
Yeah, I'll just put spinach. You don't need to put an egg on it. I'll just put spinach on it.
Oh, I completely forgot about the egg, so I can. That's unfortunate.
No.
Bacon away.
Skipper! I mean, I would put
Did I miss any
but
spots?
You don't have to.
I can put an egg on it. I can put an egg on a corner if you want.
Yeah, can you try it in one of the corners?
Which corner do you think looks the most like it needs an egg?
That one or this one? That one?
I'm probably going to go right here.
Go like right there.
That way it's easier to get it in.
Yeah. Skipper, put some bacon.
Freebie for the dog. I know, we try to keep him from eating human food as much as possible, but can't always win.
Do you like that? You ate it.
Oh, he loved it.
He's looking at me like, is there more?
Okay, 1 egg for trial by fire, literally. All right,
Thank you.
Can you hold this while I try and put it in?
This?
Yeah. So I can show them my skills or lack thereof. Can you switch to the other side?
Can't wait to see what happens with this egg.
Oh no, it got sticky!
The bacon.
Hold on. Let's try and add some more flour. It was fine a minute ago.
And I made you put an egg on it.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate.
Alright, we're going for it anyway. If it's ugly, it's ugly.
It's mine. It can be ugly. Is it because it's a big square? Thank you.
I think it was stuck on the back. Once I pushed it, it started. started to fly. Okay, we need to set a time for roughly 10 to 12 minutes. And then we'll check it. Alright, so while that's going on, go ahead and prep the workstation for the next one. It's semolina flour. I prefer it. Problem with dough is you got to move pretty quick, or it will, yeah. Or you have to use an ungodly amount. Yes, I am, but I've got 12 minutes here, so I'm gonna go ahead and just prep everything. I'm gonna go heavy on the semolina for the. I'm trying for mine to be thicker, if I'm being honest. That's been my goal, is to make a like thick crust pizza. But every time I do it, I either am really bad at the shaping and make it really thin, or it doesn't rise like I'm. My wife and I have been doing a mixture of 00 and semolina. See, I haven't used 00. I know a lot of people swear by it because that's what the Italians use. But I took a pizza class in person, and the guy, oh, that's good bacon. Said 00, in his opinion, wasn't worth it because it's so much more expensive, and you get a small little container, whereas you're getting a lot of the same stuff from like, what's it called? King Arthur's like all-purpose flour, because it has a higher protein content, and it's easier to find because you can go to Costco and get a giant bag for like $8, which is just what I've been doing. And honestly, it's worked really well for the dough. Oh, I need to grate some more cheese. I don't have enough cheese. I've got the value pack mozzarella. In that it's just a giant block. You wouldn't believe how difficult it is to find like full fat mozzarella. As far as I'm concerned, it only exists in cheese sticks, which blows my mind. Ricotta and egg. I wonder how that's going to turn out. You pretty confident it's going to be good? Do you still want the spinach? Okay. How much spinach do you want?
Sprinkling, like you did with the like onions and stuff.
Okay.
I don't want it completely green. I want space between it all, but I'd like some on there.
I know. I'm just trying to figure out how you want it. So that it's semi-photogenic. I don't know that it's going to be.
I can take one before and after.
I think a before and after is always a smart move. This dog's back over here for bacon. Alright, I got my 2 cheeses. I'm not going to go with ricotta, so I'm going to put this up, actually. Go, bud. Come on. Out, out, out. You can come back after we eat the pizza, and you'll get your treats, bud. Rusty, what are you guys doing for dinner tonight? Anything? Anything good? Were your Danishes as good leftover as they were fresh? Got our spinach. I'm going to put it over here by where the pizza's going to go. While this is going on, I'm going to wash this knife, so I'm listening and or watching for any and all comments. I feel like I've come a long way on cooking pizza. Because basically every pizza I've ever cooked, I've cooked on stream. And you can watch the like learning in progress as I do it. Because forever number one is my friend Grant, and he's a big like make your own pizza at home kind of guy. And man, does he harp on everything I do. But even he's like, nah, you're making some good pizza now. And to me, to shut him up is about the best possible outcome. I mean, they didn't last 12 hours. Exactly. Tonight we're having leftover, reused. Did the ragu that you made since wasn't much. Made a cheese sauce with leftover ricotta and lamb. Threw in some spinach at the end. Now that sounds wonderful. I'd be all for that. I used to not be a big lamb guy, and I dig it now. Especially ground lamb. Like sometimes messing with getting a full like rack of lamb or ram chops can be a little bit of a pain. I'd like to do some more bison. I don't know if you're a big fan of like ground bison. It's very similar to ground beef, just with a little bit of gaminess, but not like a lot. It's just so dang expensive. You got to catch it when it's on a like a good deal. Well, good news, your egg is completely cooked. Same here. I think it's an age thing, right? I can also do asparagus now. I love this stuff. I have always liked asparagus. I like Brussels sprouts, which is about the one green vegetable I can't get my wife into. But I've been lucky enough to like most of the vegetables. That being said, we eat a lot of broccoli. What the heck happened here? We eat a lot of broccoli. And so I actually got like broccolied out, which I never thought would happen.
Sorry.
No, it's good. I'm glad you're eating healthier things. I'd like you to be around at least until I die. Then you can do whatever you want. You got about 4 minutes left on your pizza. But it could go longer. I actually think because of how thin it is, it might be not that much longer, if any longer at all. For that. Also, did you see the email about the brunch?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we have brunch with a coworker on Saturday, which I always put my wife's name because I don't like talking to random people. If I could go through life without having to like chat with the dentist or the doctor's office like scheduler or any of that stuff, that would be like my ideal life. And it's not like I have anything inherently wrong with them. I just feel like I'm a very awkward person in like real life. I say that, but I also feel awkward on here sometimes, but I just don't have anyone going, dude, you're weird. Which is nice. Then again, if they were saying that, then I knew I was doing it right. using this time to clean up some pans. So, how many people went and saw the Deadpool and Wolverine movie? Anyone? We went and saw it the day it opened and really enjoyed it. We have a day planned to go see Twisters at the drive-in with my parents and my sisters. And that's not for end of the month, middle of the month, couple weeks. Whether it's going to be any good or not remains to be seen. But I'm really happy to at least have something to watch. I'm a big movie guy, and not having anything has been rough. But it's kind of been that way for a while now with the whole, like, COVID, writer's strike. I'm really hoping we get some good stuff. Howdy, Kimball Kona. Welcome, Grant. I was just talking about you, about how you have been watching my pizza journey. Literally every pizza I've ever made has been on stream. I also saw you playing Civ earlier. What brought that on? You were just bored? Alright, the pizza alarm just went off. Let me... Just trying to make sure I scrub everything on this pan. Okay. Let's see how the pizza's looking. That's looking pretty good. I'm actually going to pull that. I now realize I should not have done what I did. I should not have seasoned or put the stuff on this. Yeah. Come check out your pizza.
Ooh. So much for before and after.
Oh, sorry. I just wanted to get it on there.
No, you're good.
So it like wilts a little bit.
Yeah, that's what I was going to tell you to do.
So just let the residual heat of the pizza.
That looks really good. I'm excited.
I mean, it's like taking on like a heart almost.
I don't care what shape it's in. As long as it's tasty.
She tells me that now after 8 years.
Did you want me to put my spinach back?
Yeah, I'm not going to use it. I'm just...
I just didn't want to leave it out.
Yeah, no, I understand. I'm just... I was cleaning up while the opportunity had presented itself.
What's the timer?
It is. The overall quality of movies is going to keep going downhill and it won't get better. Actually, yeah, I was bored AFKing No Man... Nightmare Zone on ORS. That shit looks busted. Thank you. That's Morgan's. Apparently the egg worked. The question is it runny or is it hard, or not hard boiled, but like medium or hard? Can you cinch that? All right. All right, can you put this over there so I have space? I just set it on your thing. Yeah. All right, so got our pizza dough.
This is a new fruit.
It's the hardest working member in this household.
Oh, you have a big old handprint on your backside.
Why'd you do that?
Huh?
Why'd you do that to me?
It's way bigger than my hand.
Okay. Okay. So I found the knuckle tape to work best for dough and stretch. Yes, but I want thickness to this dough. I want it to have some amount of thickness. The doughs I keep making are super thin. I think I'm actually going to increase the amount of dough I make next time to try and increase the thickness to make a bigger pizza. So this is gruyere, which is not normally a cheese you would put on a pizza because it doesn't have a great melting temperature. That being said, I want it. I think it'll really go with the delicious onions. So normally what I would do is stretch it out and get the air bubbles and then do the knuckle stretching technique. But like I said, I'm trying to keep the thickness to some degree. All right, so I'm going to go caramelized onions. These are some onions that I caramelized on stream. Some of them got a little burnt, but for the most part, they're pretty tasty. And a little bit there. Perfect. Going heavy on the mushrooms. And then last is bacon. Okay, this still moves. Check it out. Okay. 12 minutes. And we will have some delicious pizza. Whoa! Came loose there. As you can see, we got a bit to clean up here. Yeah, definitely going to make a bigger batch of dough next time for the thick crust. Yeah, like I said, we're learning. I'm happy with everything else, though. What?
Are you eating bacon?
Yeah.
Is there bacon to be eaten?
No. Not anymore. There's cheese to be eaten. If you want cheese. You can come eat your pizza. It's been enough time that I bet you can probably get away with it. Show everyone you're cutting it. Or if you can wait like another minute, I will clean this.
You can eat that piece of bacon?
Go for it.
No, I'm not. You gonna eat that piece of bacon?
No, I'm gonna wipe all this up.
I've done that differently.
Still need to.
Why is all of Morgan's legwear either nautical or dinosaur?
Do you know her
Good
at all?
choice, to be honest. Yeah, do you know me?
I don't know why she hasn't started wearing things on her feet. I tell her every time. She's just like, oh well. I guess the weirdos on the internet just get to see.
I love dinosaurs. I also love nautical things. I don't know what the confusion is. I have Scooby-Doo pants I can wear.
Yeah. So if you
I
want
also
to
have bright pink pants with llamas on them.
if you want to put your stuff there. Makes sense.
Can I put it on a paper plate or will you judge me?
No, you can do whatever you want.
What happened to the dog?
It was in the way.
Oh. I was like, oh, what? It's
Like my pizza making apparatus.
like the paper towels? It's real confused. I now understand.
Oh boy. You want me to save the caramelized onions? They might actually be good in the stuff tomorrow.
Yeah, just put them in a container. Like Pyrex ones.
I am curious to see you dig into the.
Whoops.
You making a mess?
I can't cut straight.
You definitely can't cut it.
Can't cut it.
What I'm doing will make sense tomorrow.
Sure. It's off camera. They don't know.
We'll know tomorrow when I make it. Okay. Everything's, for the most part, cleaned up. You know the people are dying to see it.
I know. I cut it into its own slice. Are you wanting me to cut it open?
How much you know at the inside?
I'll do that in a second.
How much time's left? Oh, 6 minutes. I still got plenty. Besides, I do need you off this so I can use it.
I know.
Get a bag, sandwich. Thank you kindly. You got semolina and crust everywhere.
I would never.
The eternal struggle of cleaning this place for her to mess it up. Boo. Boo. Didn't respect me and my efforts.
Do you have a paper towel?
Nope.
That was, can you get me a paper towel? Phrased differently.
There's your paper towel.
Thank you.
I would say that's medium? Medium hard? You have like the omelet of pizzas.
I know. That was the point. It's an egg.
I don't prefer them runny, but yeah.
For not knowing what it would do?
I mean, I knew what it would do. It would cook the egg, but...
Yeah, if I meant how much.
I mean, that's what years of science has been waiting to tell us.
It's a good pizza.
Okay, can you elaborate?
Other than that's a good pizza?
Yeah.
The onions are really good on it.
I was worried that they were burnt too much.
No. They actually add really good flavor to it. Like, the combination of it all, like, I don't know what else to say other than that's just a really good pizza.
You want some carrots? Come on.
It's super tasty.
Skipper. Come on, buddy. You got 3 minutes. Where the hell did the carrots go?
Oh, I had to move them.
Come on, bud. Hey.
The egg is really good with, like, all the cheeses.
Hey.
I never had.
Lord. You were over here wanting stuff. Now come get it, Slowpoke. You coming? Come.
Well, don't make them eat it off the island.
Sit. Give me the shake. Good boy. Good boy. Was that the spot or is there more? Oh. I was fine until about 2 or 3 minutes ago, and now I'm just sweating.
The crust is cooked really well.
It ought to be. It just looks awfully thin.
I like it that way.
Can you taste the ricotta?
Yeah.
I didn't put any ricotta on mine.
I can taste the bacon. I'm just telling you, that onion with the like sauce pair well off of each other.
Well, it's this Prego garlic and caramelized onion Alfredo that's brand new.
I know. I turned it around and read it.
Did you?
Mm-hmm. Like, what is this?
Wow, your dog actually chews food. Mine breathes it in. Yeah, Brittany, this dog loves to chew on carrots, of all things. Carrots and green beans and ice. It's his favorite thing. Oop.
He's
Shake.
a healthy boy.
Shake. No, shake. Down. Down.
Oh,
Ooh. Yeah, Chow, we got Skipper going while we're getting ready for the pizza to come out. We got about 45 seconds. Come on, come back over here. You gotta stay in frame. Come here. Sit. All right, you gotta catch this one?
nope.
Dang it, bud.
He caught
Dang
the
it.
first one.
Yeah. Yeah, welcome in, Brittany. Hey, come here. Come here.
This may be my favorite pizza you've made.
Are you sure it's not just because you're super hungry?
No, it's really good. You want to try one?
Yeah, I'm just... Oh, man. That is perfect. Give me the paddle.
That's a beast.
That's what I wanted.
Did you like the bite of mine you have?
Yeah, it was good.
It's really tasty. Can I finish this? Or do you
Yes, he's gonna have it. Yeah, look at this. You can see all the mushrooms that we went ahead and did. You got the bacon that got a little even crispier. You can see the caramelized onions.
Is this getting turned off?
2
now?
types of cheeses. Yes. The crust is thick. At least in some places. This is, I would say, equivalent to like a pan. I'm very happy with the outcome of this. Skipper. Good job.
Keep trying.
I'm just giving him hell.
It's a tired boy.
Yeah. So my wife thinks this is the best pizza I've ever made. Hers is different than mine.
Right. Come here. Touch. Yeah. There. He's there.
I am cleaning the paddle real quick because obviously this pizza is not going to be ready to heat directly out of the oven. But it should be ready in about, I don't know, 2 or 3 minutes. Give it a chance to cool. Then we'll cut it and do a nice taste test. My wife's pizza will be completely gone by then.
I'm really enjoying my pizza.
Which is funny, because it's not that long ago, we made pizza like twice in a row, and she was like, I'm pizzaed out. I don't want pizza for a while. And now she's like, no, I want
A
it.
while's like a week.
You made it seem like pizza was your thing that you could eat forever.
That's Mexican food.
I made a Mexican pizza. I didn't make a Mexican pizza. That was just me trying to be funny. I would make a Mexican pizza. I definitely think I can outdo Taco Bell. The thing they call a Mexican pizza is atrocious.
You want dinner?
I know there's a lot of people out there who do like the Mexican pizza at Taco Bell. It ain't for me, bro. It ain't for me. Did you get a picture of this?
Yeah.
Okay. Good, because I kind of want to dab some oil off. You know it's a good pizza when you can literally take the oil.
You have to get him more.
You have to get me some more power spray. And some body wash. Look at all that.
I'm not supposed to use the power spray for body wash.
Two separate things. Keep it up. We'll never make this pizza again. I'm kidding. This might be the prettiest pizza I've made.
It's so tasty.
Well, you haven't tried this, and never will. There's mushrooms.
Oh, but I tasted mine.
So, to be fair, this pizza inspired by Whole Foods. Whole Foods has a caramelized onion and mushroom pizza with a white sauce. I've had it once. I had 2 slices of it. I loved it. Every time I've gone back to Whole Foods, I've looked for it and never seen it. So, I said I'm going to make my own. Which is what we have here today.
I can move mine if you need it.
Well, I'm going to let you cut it. You're the one who always cuts everything. I'm just getting out some Parmesan. Well, I think it's ready.
Did you hear that crunch when I cut through it?
Yeah.
It like perfectly cut through everything.
Which is funny because I was just about to say I hate pizza cutters. I wish we'd just buy a Mesa Luna.
I'm honestly surprised that there's like multiple kitchen things that you haven't invested in, but it's I think a space thing.
No, what do you think? I made of money? I would love for nothing more than to have a Breville control freak, but God. Can't afford that.
Bacon?
No, go for it. What?
Nothing.
You want to get the pizza off before I shave it?
What?
You want to get the pizza off before I
I
add?
just wanted to make sure it was fully cut before I washed this. But I think it is.
Careful. It's hot enough that it's melting. You
It's
like?
got lots of shoes on it.
I know. I want it to be visible.
Hold on.
I like that the dog is just sitting
Yeah, we're blocking the light at one point.
right in the corner of the shot perfectly.
I know.
Did you not want to? I was doing this to you get a better picture with more cheese.
Do you want that in the shot or no?
Okay, let's try this bad boy.
Nice, bud?
Look at that crust underneath. Got a nice cook.
It's the grilled onions that really make it. Hot?
Mm-hmm. I had a nice little cheese pull there too. That bacon got super crispy in the oven. Like it was pretty crispy when I finished it, but like that extra 12 minutes.
How is it?
It's good. It's surprisingly very cheesy. Very warm. Pretty. It's probably better than the one that I had
I think so.
at Whole Foods.
You put way more toppings on it than the one at Whole Foods.
Oh yeah, I covered this. The other one they had was not. I also put gruyere on this one. I didn't put it on yours. And the other one had no meat on it. So the bacon. The bacon has a nice smoky crispness.
But the bacon's really good. The grilled onions are tasty.
Caramelized.
I'm sorry, caramelized onions.
Yeah, the crust is perfect. It's gonna sound dumb, but it's like eating a breadstick.
Mm-hmm.
The mushrooms aren't overwhelming. The cheese is super good. The caramelized onions add a nice sweetness. There's nuttiness in there from the Parmesan and the Gruyere.
Cut it so it would fit in the box.
That's very nice. Just have to eat that one.
Hmm?
Oh, there was a gnat.
Yeah, I'll have to eat this one. Oh, boo-hoo.
Yeah, it's not overly mushroomy, which the amount of mushrooms could have been a problem. But no, they're like perfectly cooked. I keep getting cheese pulls, which I don't tend to get on my cheese. This is really good.
I told you.
I knew it would be. I wasn't doubting it.
Describe it more. I'm like, why? It's just delicious.
Well, I'm trying to let people at home know if they wanted to make this, they could.
Yeah.
I've been making the same pizza dough since the second time, excuse me.
You had different pizza dough the first time.
Well, I took a pizza class.
I know, I took it with you.
I was more for the people listening and watching than for you, but
I was just saying I took it, and I'm not a chef, and I enjoyed it. We broke it down really easily. Who am I kidding? I said, who am I kidding? That won't work.
I just want to cool down.
Oh, yeah. You're probably really hot. You look like you're hot. I think it's just because you've been going constantly and with a really hot oven.
Yeah, it's been hot in here. And,
How long did you ferment the dough for?
5-day cold proof. My dough recipe, it's not really mine. It's from the class that I took. Let me get it for you. It's 500 grams all-purpose flour, 4 grams yeast, 10 grams sea salt, 325 grams water. Throw it all in the food processor and pulse 3 to 5 times all the dry ingredients till it's mixed. And then with it running slowly, pour in the water and then allow it to run for 30 seconds till it's a ball. Then you just basically put it in an oiled bowl or bag, put it in the fridge for 5 days, and on the 5th day, you can pull it out, cover it in a damp towel. In 90 minutes, it's ready to go that day. Or you can freeze it, which is what I tend to do, is I'll make a double batch. Because that recipe will get you 2 doughs. So I do a double batch so I can have 4 doughs. 2 to use that week and 2 to use in the freezer. Throw it in the freezer in like a freezer bag. And then just pull it out in the morning the day you want to use it, and it's ready by 5 o'clock. It's awesome. So yeah, 5 days in the fridge. If you're big into the baker's percentage, it's a 70% dough. 70% hydration. You guys think you bake it on a stone? I actually have a pizza steel. Yeah, I've got a pizza steel that I preheat for an hour at 500 degrees because that's the hottest my oven will go up to. And I cook it for about 10 to 15 minutes depending on the thickness of the dough, but I usually check it at about 12. And that tends to be about perfect. But I mean, we got a nice color on this. Although for some reason she didn't cut it all the way here.
Sorry.
You're fine. The cheese may have recongealed. That apparently does happen. Yes. Okay. Any other pizza questions you got? I'm happy to discuss, because it's funny, because these pizzas, this is probably what, my 4th or 5th attempt. I make about 2 pizzas a go. That recipe that I told you for the dough is also good for like strombolis or calzones. We made calzones with it, and they were phenomenal. They were ginormous. They were like that big.
They were huge.
Grant wants me to hydrate.
You should. Oh, is that my water I left?
Oops. I make pizza once a week for my family. Just find my dough to be all right. Cold ferment mine for 5 days as well. I'll try 70% hydration. Yeah, I've kind of messed with it. 65 to 60 seems a little low. 70 seems to be about perfect. If you go a little too higher, then it's too wet. I find that this makes a really nice chewy dough. And it's very simple. There's no sugar. Because some of the doughs will cheat by adding sugar to help with the browning instead of letting it ferment for the full days. But obviously you're already doing a 5-day cold ferment, which is the way to go. Yeah, I'm very happy with this dough. It just took me a little while to come to the proper cooking and the proper handling.
I'm getting the knack for the pizza stuff.
The pizza peel, I'm still not great at it, but I'm decent now. I still get it stuck from time to time, like you saw. Well, I'm sweating and I'm full. So I think this is as good a place to call it. I appreciate everyone hanging out, lurking, chatting. You guys are great. Make us a lot of fun. If you enjoyed, please throw me a follow so you can come hang out again. The last stream of the week will be tomorrow. We're doing like a stuffed chicken, but we're going to use ground chicken instead. I'm actually going to take some of the leftover cheese and caramelized onions and include that in the mixture tomorrow, so I think it'll be really delicious. And then we'll do some mashed red potatoes and some asparagus. So come back if that interests you. If not, I'll be back next week. I do Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. I am doing a Lego stream on Friday. At least that's the plan right now. It's not scheduled on the calendar, but at some point I'm going to build that Lego set that I got. So come hang out and chat if that's your interest you. Check out the Instagram if you want to see the pictures of all the stuff that I've made. I post it all there, or the VODs if you want to see any of the other stuff on the YouTube or the Twitch. And just kind of hang out. We're going to go find somebody to raid to share the love. But I hope if I don't see you guys tomorrow, have a good rest of the week, and appreciate you guys for hanging out. All right. Thanks, guys.